Hi guys, I am Nalini Prasad from myHQ and I look after marketing and community at myHQ. This is our I think fourth session which is like completely based upon a webinar, and like every month we try to do all these kind of lead gen events where we pick one topic which is largely either solving digital marketing queries or product designing queries, or like basis our community members, we try to tap all those issues and concerns so that experts like you can put in your views and give like your ideas about it and how like our community members can probably solve this thing. So starting from, Parul, thanks for taking time out from your busy schedule. I know that you've been hosting several events and you've been speaker at several events where you have been speaking out loud about how affiliate marketing has done the changes overall. So, I think we can start with like how your entire journey with B Commission started, and overall how this entire motivation came to you that you should tap onto affiliate marketing and nothing else.
So I got introduced to affiliate marketing in 2006 while my last year at engineering.
Okay.
And I started my career as a content writer, actually, a hired blogger, if you might, want to call it. So that's when actually I got introduced to affiliate marketing. I saw it's very interesting, very different. In India, it was still very, very nascent stages. So, the company I was working for was majorly into US and Europe marketing as well as AdSense, for those markets. Then in 2008, we, came up with the idea that let's launch, we commission an affiliate network. Okay. And that's how it actually, started. It has been a wonderful journey. We shifted our focus to India only in 2012. So before that, we were exploring, what is affiliate marketing overseas, since it's a very, very dynamic marketing mode. It changes, if I may say, every 6 months. Yeah. And when we shifted our focus to India, obviously we had the experience because we were bloggers and affiliates, in the international space, which is at this time as well a little bit more advanced than what Indian market is. So, we got advantage of our experience. We got first movers advantage since we were the first Indian company, Indian affiliate network in the industry. And, since then, God has been kind. Our clients have been, very, very appreciative and appreciative of our work. So it's all been good.
That's interesting. Also, because in our community and for the people who are watching us right now, some of them are not like pretty aware about affiliate marketing. If there's a layman, if we have to you have to tell the importance of affiliate marketing, then what could be the best way according to you, how you would be introducing about affiliate marketing to that person?
Sure. So I think affiliate marketing is also known as performance-based marketing. It is that one marketing channel where you are not charged on the reach that you get, versus you are charged on the performance that you define at the beginning of the marketing campaign. So, if I may say, if you are advertising with Google, if you're advertising with, have to pay according to their marketing modes, which is either impressions or clicks. And you can define your goals, but you cannot choose to pay on your goals. So companies like us bring that differentiator on the table. So for example, if you are a fintech startup, or if you're an education startup and you only wish to garner leads, and you only wish to pay for leads, that to contactable leads. So platform like us, affiliate marketing networks and performance marketing companies, give you that flexibility to advertise on a performance based model. For especially, beginners, bootstrap companies, startups, I think this is very, very crucial because it sort of guarantees marketing ROI before you, scale up further. So in layman terms, I would define that.
Interesting. Also, like, why, like, what do you think that it is the most strong marketing channel currently? And like, compared to any other, like, for example, any startup or any big firm is like, planning to spend all that money. Why do you think affiliate has that strong capability currently in the market?
So, affiliate, obviously, it's a performance driven channel. So, I often joke with people that, all the budgets can be cut, but ours cannot, because we are ultimately a performance based channel, and we are, proving our ROI before we actually charge the client. So, obviously, that's on the lighter side, but I think affiliate marketing gives everyone, startups as well as brands, the push that they need. So even brands like Amazon globally, who have been pioneers of affiliate program, they still have their affiliate program, and they want to get the word of mouth and the personalized marketing that affiliates can provide, be it e-commerce enablers, which is coupon, cashback, comparison, or email traffic, or other sort of traffic that they can, attract. Affiliate marketing can also be, a very powerful channel to get your competitors traffic very, very subtly. So for example, if I am browsing a coupon website and I see a particular brand, at the bottom, when these coupon sites show similar brands that you might want to look for, or similar deals that you might want to look for, or delivery ratings of a particular e-commerce platform, all these actually very subtly define which platform is better to order from, which has higher delivery rate, which has better authenticity of products. And thus it can very subtly get you your competitors traffic as well, if you're good at what you do.
Also, like, what do you think, like, with the advent of social media, the entire, like, we all are consumers right now in terms of content. So here, how does, like, affiliate marketing is just going side by side, and if a brand is spending in a, like, affiliate marketing program, let's say, and it is like, providing that absolute optimum ROI. So what do you think? What's your stances on this?
I think if you ask my opinion, social media has only boosted, affiliate marketing as a channel, because earlier it was cliched that, a publisher is a website owner and a webmaster. Social media has given people their followership without their website. So if you have a Facebook page, you are, again, a publisher with dedicated audience. These days, Instagram is very hot. So, if you are an Instagram influencer, or if you are an Instagram person with, several thousand followers, again, that becomes your property to become, an affiliate or a marketeer. So I would say, I would rather, contrary to opposing social media as an independent platform, I would rather support, because it brought up so many new affiliates and marketeers without having the technical know-how of, setting up your website, setting up plugins, making marketing funnels. So I would say Facebook, Instagram, have been the platforms, and they are very, very helpful. They are new media for all of us.
Also, do you think, is it like, for example, it's just helpful for e-commerce, or is it like good for SaaS products also? Because I guess currently we are in a world where, like, of course, e-commerce is booming, but whereas we see side by side a growth of SaaS products also. So what's your point on this?
Absolutely. So affiliate, if I, take you back to the cliched shopkeeper, if you might have visited Chandni Chowk, you see people bringing you to their shops. In offline marketing, those are affiliates. So, affiliate is not only for consumer driven products, it is also for SaaS, products. One of our investee company, Letex, they utilize affiliate for their SaaS products very, very beautifully, if you want to follow them. So they are a perfect example of how they are building SaaS products and using affiliate marketing to clock, several $100,000 in sales over, a particular launch, which is a couple nights for us here in India.
Oh, that's quite a number, man.
Yes.
Also, can affiliate marketing, can we just is a tool for brand awareness according to you, or is it just a sort of brand building activity? What do you think about that affiliate marketing is doing here?
So, if you ask my opinion about affiliate marketing, it is not a brand building activity.
Okay.
Because being a performance driven channel, we have our own uh, pros and our own limitations. I would say for any platform which is looking, or any brand which is looking for a cost per sale sort of a model, affiliate marketing still functions on the number of searches, which is also a function of your brand awareness. So for example, if I'm a new brand xyzshirt.com, and I want a coupon site to drive me for example, x number of transactions in a day, knowing that the same coupon site is driving the same number for, let's say, Jabong. It doesn't happen that way, because Jabong would have a particular brand awareness and brand searches. So at my own coupon website, people do come searching for Jabong coupons or Jabong deals or Jabong discounts. Whereas for that XYZ brand, and if you're expecting a cost per sale program, you definitely need brand awareness. So I would put affiliate as well as brand into two different buckets. Brand is more like top of the funnel, where people are knowing your product, getting used to it, and talking about it. Whereas affiliate marketing comes much at the middle and bottom of the funnel, where people are deciding to make a purchase. So for example, when you go to a particular site, you get to know a brand. First, you want to see what they are doing. What is it all about? What all are they selling? Whether it's only lifestyle or accessories. What is the payment mode? Are they accepting COD or not? Is it only prepaid? What is their delivery time, etc., etc.? So that for me is brand awareness. It could be top of the funnel. Whereas once you decide that this is a particular brand I want to buy from, then you make a more evolved search, which would be like brand coupon, brand discount, brand delivery time. That's where affiliate marketers more so come in picture. A second interesting change, this was a cliched cost per sale that we saw. An interesting change that we are seeing is a lot of impulsive buying, which is coming through niche e-commerce. So affiliate marketers are now beginning to explain the product within their smallish ad, then take people to a lander rather than taking them directly to the website. So on the lander, they explain everything that the website is doing, and then on the final client side, advertiser side, the sale happens.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And coming down to this, because of course there is no business which without challenges, right? So what do you think, the marketing challenges which affiliate marketing is able to overcome right now?
I think, Nalini, we've come a very long way since I started India affiliate marketing way back in 2008. Uh, um, there were problems in attribution. There were problems in real-time tracking. There was um, an overall awareness void, which is, I think, much fulfilled now. Advertisers, brands, even affiliates are very aware of why we are in the game, which particular party in the whole ecosystem is contributing to what. If you attend events like AdTech and India Affiliate Summit, you will see how the ecosystem has evolved. This year, at AdTech, which happened this month, there were, I think, 6 technology companies on the floor exhibiting, which were fraud management companies, and defining how do we define and take preventive measures to avoid fraud from coming into the affiliate system, which means, which infers that apart from service providers like us, apart from, marketing companies like us, brands are now ready to, go into tracking, attribution, fraud mechanisms, which is, I would say, we've come a very long way in 10 years.
Absolutely. Also, like going forward, we are going to divide this entire segment to two, where we are going to talk about first if an individual would want to become an affiliate, so how that, like, he or she can just carry it forward. And apart from that, if as a brand, if I would want to integrate affiliate marketing into my marketing channel, so what are the steps that I can take it forward? Starting from brand related, like, if I'm a startup and I would want to integrate affiliate marketing, I was have, like, of course, we have received several questions from so many users of our community, because just to give you a heads up here that myHQ is just not a co-working service provider and a co-working aggregator, but rather we believe in making a strengthened community of digital marketers, startup owners. Hence, we thought of, like, coming down and boiling down to some, like, hot selling topics like affiliate marketing, because I feel that in the market there is so many affiliates and there are so many affiliate network marketers that it's kind of very confusing where one should pursue. So I think as a startup, there were a few questions being shared by some of our users as well. Like Madhav Anand is asking how to keep updated about what changes are happening in the market in terms of, I guess, affiliate marketing. So what do you think? What should be like, particularly, how can we answer Madhav here?
Attend events,
Okay.
events like AdTech India Affiliate Summit, they are free to attend. You just need to, register for your exhibition ticket if you just want to walk around on the floor, talk to companies, talk to people, see, what they are doing. And you will definitely see a lot of affiliates, affiliate networks, SaaS providers in our industry on the floor, either exhibiting or walking around. And I think that's the best platform to know what changes are happening, in the industry. We commission as a company. We make sure to attend 10 to 12 events, global events in a year, so that we stay up to date with what's happening in the global industry, and we are able to adopt things for Indian market as well. So I think to keep up, obviously, anyone can say that, read the news, see what's happening. There's so many forums like Quora, you can follow companies. That's one part of it. But when you can get the experience in flesh and blood, why not? So I'm a big fan of networking, and I really feel that when you talk to people face to face, you really talk a lot more than what you can read on their website. So attend events, attend exhibitions in either affiliate industry or digital marketing as a whole, and you will definitely know what's going on in the industry. Coming to the second part of your question, how do brands get started with affiliate marketing? Brand for me is anyone who has an online shop, big, small, everyone that wants to sell is selling online is a brand for me. Excuse me. I think to begin with affiliate marketing, it is very, very important to have your funnel in place. By funnel, what I mean is, if I am an online retailer and I am selling any particular thing, whether electronics or lifestyle or accessories or even medicines nowadays, it is very important for me to know that on paid advertising, what is the conversion from click to, how many pages that are browsed, how many people are coming to the cart page, how many people are actually checking out, and how many people are converting into a fulfilled sale. So for any merchant, for any retailer, for any brand, whether you're e-commerce or whether you're non-e-commerce, it is very, very important to have a funnel in place. I get so many walk-in queries that we commission, where retailers and brands, they come to know that we are the top partners for so many global retailers, and we can really help drive them sales. But most of the times we have to turn them down, unfortunately, because they don't really have a funnel in place. And it's my fear as a thought leadership to the company that if I bring such retailers on board as advertisers, I will eventually not give them a good experience because they themselves don't know what is good. They work on a funnel which is organic right now, and trust me, organic conversion rates and conversion metrics are very different from paid marketing. So we always recommend start with a very humble, small budget. Start with Google or Facebook. See how people are reacting to your website. See which portions of your website you need to evolve, because simple things like elements on your cart page can really enhance your checkout experience, your sale experience. How you are catching a lead, how you are placing even a simple call to action button can really be very impactful in the conversion rates. I, as a marketing platform, especially a performance marketing platform, cannot define those changes. A brand has to be aware that these are the changes that are needed, and then only platforms like us can help the brand reach to scale and height, because affiliate marketing is all about scale.
Yes, absolutely.
So I think for brands, it is very, very important to have a funnel in place. If you have a funnel in place, if you know how your users are interacting with your website, and then if you come to performance marketing companies like us with a realistic experience, we can definitely, take this to the next level. Now, answering the third part of your question, how can anyone become, an affiliate?
Yeah.
It is not important for you to have a website anymore. It is not important for you to, be a webmaster, be it a blog, be it coupon website. I don't think that's important anymore. If you know how to arbitrage, that is how to buy traffic from social media, Facebook, or so many exchanges these days, and if you have the skill to make ad copies, to make landers, and convert them into positive ROI, cost per sale, cost per lead, cost per action campaigns, you can really become a good affiliate and earn in several digits without quoting any numbers.
That's interesting. So we do have some questions coming up. We have Nathan asking, as a startup, how do you choose between influencer marketing versus affiliate marketing?
Nitin, very good question. As a startup, I think if you know the funnel, and if you know, what are the conversion rates, how are people navigating from landing onto the website to the checkout page and converting into a fulfilled transaction, that's when you come to affiliate marketing. If you are still at a scale where you are telling people about your product, I think that's when you resort to influencer marketing. So for example, just quoting random examples here, if you're a feminine hygiene company, if you are bringing a new electronic product which did not existed in cliched marketplaces so far, or even if it did, the awareness is very, very small. For such things, you resort to influencer. Whereas if you are bringing a very usual, product into the market, by usual, I mean people already use it, and you are just a brand with a different USP, then you can come to affiliate marketing. If you're a marketplace, you don't really need an awareness, you can discuss affiliate marketing then. So yes, if I have answered your question, that would be the difference. If you need awareness, if you need top of the funnel use cases, you resort to influencer in the first hand. Whereas if it's a similar product that is already accepted and in the industry, then you can start with affiliate marketing.
Also, like we do have Vinayak also asking, which industries drive most sale from affiliate marketing? like a question, I think.
I think I can give you some V commission insights. So for us, e-commerce is the biggest, which includes retailers like AliExpress, Flipkart, Jabong, Mindra. The second biggest is travel for us, which includes merchants like Booking.com, Agoda, Make My Trip. Then third one is finance. So we do lead gen for brands like American Express, Standard Chartered, and also that would be Nutra is again a big vertical for us. Nutra includes supplements like Garcinia and hair loss and stuff like
I
that.
guess lifestyle products is also like,
Yes, absolutely. That is
Yeah.
covered in the first one, retailers for us. That would be lifestyle for me. So yes.
That's interesting. Also, Madhav again is asking us one more question. How do I sell affiliate products if I'm an influencer whose niche is motivation and coaching?
So Madhav, for motivation and coaching, there are two things that you can do. One is, tie up with brands that are complementing for your niche. An example would be, let's say calm.com app, and you are guiding people on how to stay motivated and business coaching and how to be more productive. So you can look at business tools, you can look at apps like calm.com, sign up for their affiliate program, and whenever you are making a module, even presenting, you can request people to go through your affiliate link. That very often happens in the international space, and there is no hesitation about promoting a particular product. This also happens for business bloggers and influencers who are teaching people how to make money online, how to earn a lifestyle online, and you might have seen them promoting a particular hosting or a domain company. That's all affiliate for you. So one is that. Second, if you do have an email list of your own, then there is a plethora of options that you can explore. There is psychic reading, there is astro, there are business planners, there are tools like Shopify that have affiliate programs that pay really handsomely. So handpick the ones that go with the topic that you're talking upon at this point in time, and research on the options that can go with affiliate program, and you can use hyperlinks. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a very bad throat.
Okay, change of weather. Also, like, as you know, that we all like, with the growing up startups and like a lot of companies who are probably the bootstrapping period, how to make sense that, is it like kind of worthy enough to get into affiliate marketing in the first go? Like, what do you think about it as an early stage startup?
Absolutely. So if you are, a startup that whose business model is based on leads and enquiries, and you already have a mechanism to attend to those potential customers, affiliate marketing is your first go-to without any doubts, because that is something that will work on a cost per lead or a cost per verified lead model. However, if you're an e-commerce or a travel startup and your main engine is no lead nurturing but straight to sales, then I would say affiliate marketing would come a little after brand awareness, after you have the funnel in place.
Sure. Also, like how like somebody should have like decide, like when it comes to deciding, how should one pursue having a direct partners, like direct affiliate partners versus affiliate networks, like how one should just choose?
Absolutely. Again, that's a very good question, and that's actually a big question that companies like us are based on. So, if brands do work with direct affiliates, then companies like us don't exist. However, that's an option open to anyone and everyone. If you have the strength and capability to take care of tracking, to take care of affiliate queries, to take care of support management, and to handle finance for so many hundreds and thousands of affiliates that will be working for you, then affiliate program is the way for you to go. Big examples are Amazon and Flipkart, who do have an affiliate program of their own. But still, I would say in India, since the industry is still growing, even big programs like those still use networks like us, which internationally they don't. And the reason is because affiliate marketing in India is still very naive. It requires a lot of hand holding. It requires a lot of education. It requires a lot of quality checks that you need to do. So that's when brands like networks like us come into the play. So absolutely a brand's choice on the scale that they want to play it on. If they see affiliate marketing as a big channel, they can have a 20 plus people team and robust technology around it. Really should have an affiliate program of their own. If they want to start humble and gradually grow it from there, then networks like us.
Interesting. Also, like this reminds me, while you were talking to me about how the Indian payment thing is happening, there was one of our user called Gaurav Bhargava who just put in his query that why Indian network not pay instant commission as compared to international networks.
Well, that's a big, question. And when we shifted our focus to India in 2010, we tried to change it. So when we shifted our focus to India, payment terms were 180 days, 120 to 180 days. I'm talking about only India advertisers and Indian networks. At this point in time, still for most of Indian networks, it is still 120 plus days. However, we have tried to change it, and we pay where between 40 to 50 days, which is a revolution that we are trying to build. Gaurav, if you are tuned in, I would like to tell you that it's not that Indian networks do not have quick payment term. It's just that CPA industry versus cost per sale or e-commerce industry is very different. I'll give you comparison of two big international networks. One is, let's say ClickBooth, or Mobidia, or you might know several, versus a Commission Junction or a Performance Horizon. Now, ClickBooth or Mobidia or such platforms are only CPA based, and that's why they are able to pay you faster. Whereas networks like Commission Junction, Performance Horizon, they are e-commerce based and they still pay net 90, net 60. So I would say, whenever you're making a comparison between an Indian network and an international network, make sure you're comparing apples to apples. If you're comparing the commission to a Mobidia and then comparing the payment terms, I don't think that is a very, very realistic thing to do. Though we do take, the feedback well, and we are still trying to bring down our payment terms from net 40 to net 30, which still hasn't happened, but we are trying.
Okay. Also, like how, just as a brand only I'm talking about right now, that how to increase affiliate clicks and track affiliate clicks and so that one can understand that my actual sale is taking place as a company who's investing in.
So affiliate model is very, very measurable, and I would say by far the most measurable marketing channel available online, because whenever as a brand you start to market, you need to have special UTM parameters for each campaign, for each affiliates. If you don't want to use a robust tracking platform, you can go ahead with GTM as well, which will give you each bucket's clicks and conversions, and you can give each different motivation to scale. By motivation, I definitely mean payout. So yes.
Also, like how one can create a foolproof, like is there a way to create a foolproof affiliate marketing plan of any startup?
No, I don't think there is any foolproof way of creating any marketing funnel or platform or channel, not just affiliate marketing. It all goes from trial and testing and then pivoting from there. So unfortunately, there's no foolproof way.
Okay. We have, okay. Is there a platform to know where and where these events are happening? You can, I guess you only will be the right person to answer for affiliate at least.
I think they're all over the place online.
Yeah.
Or you can just subscribe to our, newsletter base or sign up as an affiliate, and you will get to know about excuse me, events that we are attending. However, I would still say that they are all over the place. Every brand is, marketing online, and if you just make relevant searches, brands will follow you.
Yeah, I guess. And Madhav, like you can follow us also. You will we get to knowing about most of the events. Ritesh is asking how to start as an affiliate using V-Commission. I think as an individual you would want to understand.
Ritesh, there's a sign up link on our website under publishers. So once you toggle to advertisers and publishers, go to sign up link. It's as simple. After you are done filling up the form, my team will get in touch with you. They will try to understand if you have relevant, traffic or media buying experience, and then we will take it from there.
Sure. Also, like, is there any key parameters, like, for anybody to keep in mind whenever they are planning sort of affiliate marketing, and like, so that they can just have like a proper, trust in terms of affiliates also. Like, is there any way out, 4, 5 parameters that
for
they should
brands or affiliates?
For brands, for brands.
For brands. See, I would say for brands, it is very important to choose the right tracking platform or the right affiliate network, which has been in the space for a long time. Because, this experience only comes over time. Yes. The kind of fraud that we saw as a network way back in 2008 is not something that we see right now, and obviously it has become the fraud measuring capabilities back then have become redundant right now. So it's very important to choose the right tracking platform, to know what are your metrics, where you would classify a consumer as an authentic consumer. Again, the parameters for organic and paid are different, so you should have the paid parameters, and I think that's it. It's a learning that comes over time. It's not same for each brand. Sure. It's not same for each market as well. So I would say this is something that a team of experts can, give you the 5 parameters once they know the niche and the segment that the brand belongs to.
Absolutely. I think that the brand also has to just go back in the research and then decide upon.
Absolutely. Because, for a retailer, fraud would be, the percentage of people rejecting COD orders or returning the product once accepting it. Whereas for travel, it is something very different. So for a brand, we can definitely tell you from our learnings, and we definitely do that as a first step, because we check the ways where our relationship could get sour with the brand, and before bringing them on board, we definitely try to create this awareness that this is something that might create a problem in future, so you might need to have this parameter in place. So once I know the brand, I can definitely spill more on those 5 parameters.
Yeah. Also, like, of course, I think this should be your best question, because I think you have worked on, with a lot of brands all together with V-Commission. So I want to understand, like, how V-Commission is helping with these brands reaching their objective. Like, one of your favorite brand, one of the best things, kind of something like that.
This is actually very interesting. So, when we got started, our industry was a brand driven industry. Still is to an extent. The way we try to, create a differentiating factor is we try to bridge the gap between the brand and the affiliate. We are very sorted on the fact that we are a network and we are charging a cut between the two to bring them together, to bridge them together, to make sure we are solving a problem that both of them directly would not have been able to. And that's the thing that we are trying to bring on the table. We have a very good tracking system in place. We have fraud mechanism in place. We talk to the client as well as the affiliate on the weekly basis to see whether our goals are still being met. So our client retention, if I may say so, is very, very good. And when we start working with a client, if the client lasts with us for 3 months, it is very likely that he will last with us for years. The reason is we don't take our last year's performance as an excuse of bad performance today. If anything goes wrong any day, any week, any month, we are standing tall and we are owning it up and we are trying to solve the problem from the account manager level to my level as the CEO. Though we have 3, 4 levels in between, but we are always up to apologize if anything goes wrong. And I think that's a very important metric, rather than going back and fighting that we've been working with you for years and why are you suddenly saying our quality is bad or something is not right. So I think that's something that as a company we really believe in. Best class user experience for our clients, advertisers, publishers, both.
Wow, super motivating. Also, there are a few questions coming in by Brijesh. Brijesh is asking, what is the future of CPI business model?
Rajesh, we are not very big in the mobile space. Mobile is, less than 10% of my overall business. But whatever we do in mobile, I think CPI still exists, but it is very, very evolved now. Clients are checking, gone are the days 3 years back where, there were apps like Pocket Money and people just wanted, advertisers just wanted to, increase the number of installs. I think brands are very aware of the difference between incent and non-incent. Brands are very aware on retention of their apps. Brands are very aware on post-install events. So I would say there is still future of CPI if we can meet the brand goals. And what the brand goals are is actually pre-decided before starting a CPI campaign. So the future might not be the same as what it was 3 years ago, where there was no metric post install, or at least the brand was not questioning it. At this point in time, the future is same, if not less, provided post install goals of the brand are met.
Also, I guess he's asking, like, out of CPI, CPA, CPL, and CPS, which business model is good to make money in affiliate industry?
Again, Rajesh, it is a very diverse question and it would depend on the type of media that you excel in. So, for example, if you have a coupon or a cashback website, then it's a no-brainer that CPS is the best for you. However, if you are a media buyer and if your expertise is Facebook, then I would say CPL or CPI, but non-finance. So it depends on the kind of media that you excel in, and accordingly there is a space for everyone. Actually, the industry is growing. Like you said, there are so many networks and so many affiliates. This only marks the fact that the industry is so booming that it has something for everyone. So I would say, once, if you can give me details of what your expertise is, I can definitely guide you on which model you should be laying your bets on.
Great. Also, like, now we're going to come down to affiliate individual who would want to join as an affiliate programs and like network like yours. So the question was that if an individual wants to start doing affiliate marketing, let's say on freelancer basis or full time versus how one should just go about it? Is there any prerequisite so that one can just analyze it that yeah, I'm sort of an affiliate and I should just go forward, or being an influencer is something like a parameter that they should be like taking care of? So what do you think?
I think for me, in my definition, these days everyone is an influencer. I would say before you go approach brands directly, work with a few networks so that you know what sort of brands perform, for your maybe Insta page or Facebook page or your website, and you can approach the brands directly because later on, if the need be, because if you start approaching brands from day one, and you're not good at it, or you don't know what brand is converting best for you, you actually close doors, future doors for you, because our industry is very, very niche. People are talking to each other. There are so many events happening, and brands also at the brand manager level are communicating with each other. So, I would say that the first step is to identify what is converting best for you. For that, the most ideal platform is choose an affiliate network, because you would get to choose from hundreds of brands across hundreds of verticals, and then you sorry, across tens of verticals, and then you can choose which is converting best for you. If you do really, really well, you can go and approach brands directly as well. Or if you want a lump sum down payment or per story payout model sort of a thing, then you can start approaching the brands directly with case studies.
Also, like, why choose affiliate marketing over other types of blog monetization, like, as an affiliate? What do you think about this?
That's again a very big question, and this is actually my personal agenda for next financial year, where I want to create this awareness. So, whenever anyone starts with blogging, the easiest catch is AdSense, and the easiest catch is having either lump sum paying brands or paying brands on your website. And it is very cliche that people feel that that will make them more money. However, I will give you some stats. So I do attend some blogging events as well as I attend affiliate events as well. And trust me, the amount of money people make as affiliates, and I'm not talking about the top ones. I'm not talking about top influencers. I'm not talking about top bloggers. I'm talking about the average influencer. Versus average influencer means a few thousand followers, and an average affiliate website. The amount of money that an average affiliate website makes with affiliate networks is any day more than what an average blogger is making. The reason is they're choosing independently, they are choosing wisely, they are choosing with a long-term approach. Let me give you an example. If I'm a beauty blogger, I am right now reviewing a beauty product just because I received a free sample. I might not even be paid for it. After my contract with the brand is over, obviously I'm an influencer. My Instagram page would still be scrolled, till the bottom maybe. If I have a blog, my blog pages would be indexed. How do I make sure I'm making long-term money? A brand that paid me last year, okay, I will still keep them on my website, but why can't I make money through it? So the solution is use affiliate networks, use technologies that can convert those links into affiliate links without you being a technical person, but just after your contract is over, convert your links into affiliate links, and you will make recurring money with the same blog post that you did a year ago.
Like, I was just wondering why.
Yeah, why not?
It's a nice idea.
Internationally, this is very predominant, and this happens, and this is very openly spoken about. However, in India, I think the blogging community is still very enticed with the upfront money that is there in the game, and not the long term approach of it. So if I did a story now, if I did a blog post now, if I did a coverage now, whether be it YouTube, whether be it my blog, why can't I make money from it after 2 years?
Actually. Also, like, do you guys, like, for anybody who's kind of new to affiliate and who would want to get, like, some knowledge about it because that person is just starting from the scratch, so do you guys provide any kind of tutorials or research, or do you help them in terms of, like, polishing themselves, or is it like something like you guys have a program for them?
Unfortunately, we don't.
Okay.
We do have a few non-affiliated online courses or ebooks that we do recommend to people, that I also use in-house for training my team if we are hiring freshers. However, due to people intensive business, we are unable to handhold newbies at this point in time, though we try to do as much as we can, but it's never enough, so we can't really coach people, whether on the advertiser side or on the affiliate side. We are unable to coach people, but we do leave subtle hints which are non-affiliated, which are non-biased.
So also, like, can you help me out understand, like, what is the importance of a content publisher as well as affiliate? Like, how do they come?
Very big part of affiliate marketing. By content, I just don't mean writing blog posts. I don't only mean writing articles. Content, even if you're making a limited character Facebook ad as a media buyer, that also is a very big part of content. If you're making a limited character ad on a native platform as a media buyer, that also is a very big part of content in affiliate marketing. Absolutely. So if you want to ask me about people who are writing articles and blogs, that's different. But yes, content does play a very important part in affiliate marketing as well.
Sure. Also, like, how do you affiliate marketing by Amazon and platforms like Flipkart, as you said, like choosing them? How helpful is that?
Sorry, choosing what?
So all these platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, like, just because they have a nice user base and nice brand, want to just go forward with them, or like having their own name and, like, gaining it and organically work on it would be something that, and as an individual, one should just pursue.
As an affiliate.
Yes.
So I would say, if you are promoting a brand, that definitely makes it easier to convert. So the CRs are higher. If you are working with a brand, it ensures that you will be paid and you will be paid on time, versus a small or and a standalone, not so famous, advertiser. So, but those are for beginners. Once you get your niche, and once you know what is converting best for you, then niche products and niche merchants should be your biggest clients.
Sure. Also, by this, we are going to close down with our final questions. So, I mean, as an affiliate marketing, as a monetization approach for SaaS products, if you can show some light on this, like how affiliate marketing could be, like, with having a monetizing approach for SaaS products, like even us. So, like, I would want to hear something on this.
So I think SaaS is a very different industry altogether. There are platforms internationally that can help you promote your SaaS products on a one-time or a recurring model basis. You should definitely go explore that community. There are affiliates who are specialized to SaaS products, and since we are a company where we help B2C brands and we help affiliates that have B2C traffic, so we at Commission don't have many of those affiliates, but there are several other networks like us which are B2B focused, which are SaaS focused, and they can definitely help you scale.
Oh, also like what are the late? Because I think this is just the start of 2019, and we would want to know how affiliate marketing is just going to grow in next 2 to 3 years. So if you can throw some light on this, like what is the scope of affiliate marketing next 2 to 3 years? What are your views on this?
So affiliate marketing has already, grown in the past 2 years. In the next 2 years to come, I do see an exponential growth here, especially with growth of mobile first generation. And the evolving payment gateways, in India like Paytm, and evolving cash on delivery mechanism as well. So I definitely see affiliate marketing growing hand in hand with that. A very interesting vertical that I see, coming up is the niche e-commerce. So, there are brands which are coming up with innovative products and they are selling through Facebook and Instagram right now.
Yeah.
Internationally, they have been very big in the affiliate industry, and I see them big being in India affiliate industry as well. So, innovative, for example, anti-theft backpacks.
Yeah.
Or, things like a very unique handheld mixer grinder that you can carry to office, or wear your opinion sort of t-shirts. So these sort of, I call it niche e-commerce.
Yeah.
So these sort of niche e-commerce is something that, I see really, really booming in the next 2 years.
Also, if I'm not wrong, I read something about your views on IoT as well, and how IoT and affiliate marketing can go hand in hand altogether.
Absolutely.
So I would want to know, like, since now you're here, of course, in the like, all the events that you have had, like, you've attended, you must have, like, spoken about it. I would want to know, what do you think could be the change in terms of IoT and affiliate going hand in hand and parallelly? What difference are they going to make in future?
See, I think as marketers, not just affiliate marketers, we are all, trying to chase the consumer across devices, across gadgets, and we are trying to bring that unified big data available for brands to market on. So gadgets that people use, classifying them on basis of gadgets that they use, catching a consumer while he's browsing your website on the web and then making that purchase on an app or vice versa. So these are the things that are very interesting. These were interesting 2 years back as well, but as we are progressing with the years, it is becoming more and more interesting, as well as complicated, as well as difficult to catch hold of the consumer and then map it back to whether it was the same person who was browsing this product on the mobile app and just made a checkout as guest on my website. So
Absolutely.
yes, this is, I think, as marketers, this is very, very interesting for all of us. And I think the time will lead us into whether we will have a technology that can help us map back to the user who is browsing across different devices and is not logged in.
I think, yeah, as sometimes as a user myself is like, just buying as like, doing the shopping as a guest only, and I would ever share my details online.
Yes.
So I think, yes, majority of the people are going to be doing this.
Absolutely. I think the typical behavior is we browse through websites and links on the browser where we are not necessarily signed in. And once we like a particular product, while we are traveling home or commuting or at night or at our leisure time, we are opening an app and making that purchase. So that also is a behavior that as marketers we are trying to catch hold of and see how can we get attributed for those behaviors as well, because by the click logic or by the logic of affiliate marketing, that will not be attributed to an affiliate. So again, this is very interesting, and we are all trying to see how and when.
Exactly, exactly. So, since this being the end of our online EMA session with Parul, any few words that you would like to share with our audience right away?
I think humbled to be a part. I will be happy to help. If you guys have any questions, write. You can write to me at parul.bhargava@vcommission.com if you have any questions. A simpler email ID is ceo@vcommission.com. I will be happy to help as much as I can.
Thank you all for joining in. You can share your questions as to the email ID which Parul had just shared. Even you can write back to us also and share your questions regarding affiliate marketing. Please show some love and like this button also for any other events related to marketing and anything related to product. You can like our Facebook page and you will get to know about everything and anything in Delhi NCR. And apart from that, if you're looking for very curated spaces where you would want to work from and want to just hustle like Parul, so visit www.myhq.in. Thank you again for joining us. Hope to see you again. Bye.